Hey Lamau, it's Rock Smash coming at you again with another video. I'm really excited about Pokemon Unite, a game that I feel could be the next big thing for the Pokemon franchise. I streamed the game for nearly 20 hours on Twitch for the end of June Pokemon Unite Open Beta, and I couldn't put the game down. Despite not having very much experience with MOBAs, I found the game really enjoyable. The basics were easy to pick up, the matches were quick, intense, and memorable, and overall it was just a great time. As Pokemon Unite is scheduled to be released very soon in the next few weeks, probably on the Nintendo Switch, and later in the year on mobile devices, I wanted to go over some of the playable characters that will be available at launch. In this video, we'll cover Venusaur, Charizard, Pikachu, Machamp, Gengar, Snorlax, Lucario, and Talonflame in that order. Timestamps are available in case you want to skip to your favorite. So let's get into it. Pokemon Unite is a multiplayer online battle arena game, or MOBA for short, that pits two teams against each other in combat. Gameplay is comparable to League of Legends, Dota 2, Heroes of the Storm, etc. You start out as an unevolved Pokemon, and go out into the arena to fight wild Pokemon and other players to earn points and experience. Gain enough experience points, and you can level up and ultimately evolve, all the while learning new techniques to use against the other team to gain the upper hand. When you defeat a wild Pokemon or another player, you will get points that you must take to the enemy player's goal area in order to cash in for your team. There is a limit to the number of points you can carry at different points in the game, and you must be careful because if you are defeated in battle, you will drop a lot of these points and potentially give them to the other team. The team who has scored the most points at the end of the game is the winner. Now, let's go over each of the Pokemon that you will be able to play at launch and quickly highlight their abilities. There are quite a few, so I'm gonna go hard and fast here. Let's start with Pokédex numero uno, trace, technically, Venusaur. Venusaur is statted to be an offensive attacker, and its toolkit helps it to do this quite well. Its basic attack is long range, and its passive, Overgrow, allows it to deal even more damage when its HP is low. When you start the game at level 1, choose between either Seed Bomb or Razor Leaf. Seed Bomb is a ranged attack dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. It has a cooldown of 6 seconds. Razor Leaf launches many sharp-edged leaves in a quick succession of attacks, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in a straight line. The cooldown for this attack is 9 seconds. At level 3, you can pick up the other ability that you didn't choose at level 1. Once you hit level 5, you will choose between either Sludge Bomb or Giga Drain. Sludge Bomb is a ranged attack that hurls unsanitary sludge to the designated area, dealing damage over time to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect, and decreasing their movement speed and special defense for a short time. The cooldown is 7 seconds. Giga Drain is a recovery move that drains nutrients from opposing Pokemon in the area of effect, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and restoring the user's HP when it hits. This also reduces the damage the user receives for a short time. Its cooldown is 7 seconds. At level 7, you can pick between Venusaur's final moves, Solar Beam and Petal Dance. Solar Beam blasts a bundled beam of light, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. Its cooldown is 11 seconds. Petal Dance scatters petals around the user, increasing movement speed for a short time and dealing damage over time to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. The cooldown for Petal Dance is 11 seconds. Every Pokemon gets an ultimate move that has game-changing effects. In Pokemon Unite, these are called Unite moves. At level 9, Venusaur learns and begins charging Verdant Anger, which launches a giant seed toward the designated area. The seed then splits apart, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreasing their movement speed for a short time. Next, let's take a look at my boy Charizard. Charizard's basic attack is short-ranged, and its passive ability Blaze increases its critical hit ratio when its HP is below half. At level 1, choose between either Flame Burst or Fire Spin. Choose Flame Burst if you want a ranged attack that attacks with a bursting flame that leaves the opposing Pokemon burned. The cooldown is 6 seconds. Choose Fire Spin if you want to encircle opposing Pokémon in an area of effect vortex of fire. After this move hits, it deals damage over time and decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokémon for a short period of time. At level 3, pick up the move you did not pick at level 1. At level 5, choose between Flamethrower or Fire Punch. Flamethrower is a ranged attack that attacks with an intense blast of fire that leaves the opposing Pokémon burned. The cooldown is 7 seconds. Fire Punch is a dash attack that deals an intense fiery punch that shoves opposing Pokémon forward and leaves them burned. The cooldown is 6 seconds. At level 7, choose between Fire Blast or Flare Blitz. Fire Blast is an area attack, which blasts an intense, all-consuming fire, dealing damage over time to opposing Pokémon while the flames continue to burn on the ground. This decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokémon for a short time. The cooldown is 11 seconds. Flare Blitz is a dash attack that allows Charizard to dash forward, cloaked in fire, throwing opposing Pokémon. This also grants the user a shield. The cooldown for Flare Blitz is 10 seconds. Charizard's Unite move, Seismic Slam, is a sure hit attack. Charizard grapples one opponent in front of it and flies it into the air, slamming it into the ground, dealing heavy damage. Next up, let's take a look at crowd favorite Pikachu. Pikachu is a long-range basic attacker that has the passive ability Static. When Pikachu takes damage, enemies in the surrounding area are paralyzed. This has a short cooldown before it can trigger again. At level 1, choose between either Thundershock or Electro Web. Thundershock is a sure hit attack that releases electricity, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. It also paralyzes Pokémon for a short time. It has a 5-second cooldown. Electro Web is a hindrance attack that attacks and captures opposing Pokémon using an electric net, leaving them unable to move. This attack has a 9-second cooldown. At level 3, choose whichever move you did not select at level 1. At level 4, choose between either Electro Ball or Thunder. Electro Ball is a sure hit attack that hurls an electric orb, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. It also paralyzes the opposing Pokémon for a short period of time. The cooldown is 5 seconds. Thunder is an area attack that drops wicked thunderbolts that deal massive damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. The cooldown is 8 seconds. At level 6, choose between either Volt Tackle or Thunderbolt. Volt Tackle is a hindering attack that allows Pikachu to cloak itself in electricity and charge ahead, throwing opposing Pokémon. The cooldown is 10 seconds. Thunderbolt is another hindrance attack that allows Pikachu to emit strong electrical blasts, dealing damage to the opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and leaving them unable to act. The cooldown for Thunderbolt is 9 seconds. Pikachu's Unite move is Thunderstorm, an area of effect attack, allowing Pikachu to attack opposing Pokémon near the user with tremendous bolts of lightning. Let's take a look at that muscly Machamp. Machamp's basic attacks are short-ranged. Its passive, Guts, increases the Pokémon's attack when the Pokémon is afflicted by a status condition. At level 1, choose between either Karate Chop or Bulk Up. Karate Chop is a melee attack that attacks opposing Pokémon with a sharp chop. The cooldown is 6 seconds. Bulk Up is a buff. After using this move, the user becomes immune to hindrances for a short time. Their movement speed and attack stat are increased, and their basic attack speed is also increased. The user's next basic attack also becomes a boosted attack. The cooldown for Bulk Up is 10 seconds. At level 3, choose the other attack. At level 5, choose between either Close Combat or Cross Chop. Close Combat is a melee attack that unleashes a series of punches in the designated direction, dealing increased damage with the last punch. The user can move while using this move and becomes immune to hindrances. Cross Chop is a dash attack. This allows the user to deliver a double chop with forearms crossed while dashing forward. This also increases the user's critical hit rate. The cooldown is 6 seconds. At level 7, choose between either Dynamic Punch or Submission. Dynamic Punch is a dash attack. This allows the user to jump to the designated location, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and leaving them unable to act when it hits. After using this move, the user becomes immune to hindrances for a short time. Their movement speed is increased, and their basic attack speed is increased. The user's next basic attack also becomes a boosted attack. Submission is a hindrance move. After using this move, the next normal attack will slam the enemy Pokémon into the ground behind Machamp, stunning them. After using this move, the user becomes immune to hindrances for a short time. Their movement speed is increased, and their basic attack speed is increased. The user's next basic attack also becomes a boosted attack. For a short duration after the move ends, critical hit and attack speed is also increased. The cooldown is 11 seconds. Machamp's Unite move is Barrage Blow, which is a buff. This increases the user's movement speed, attack, defense, and special defense stats for a short time. If used again, it unleashes a combo attack, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and shoving them. The final blow deals an especially large amount of damage. Up next, and attacking from the shadows, we have Gengar. Gengar's basic attack is short range. Gengar's passive, Levitate, allows its movement speed to be increased when it is outside of battle. At level 1, choose between either Will-O-Wisp or Lick. Will-O-Wisp is a ranged attack that shoots out multiple sinister flames, dealing damage to the opposing Pokémon and leaving them burned when it hits. Cooldown 5 seconds. Lick is an area attack that attacks with the user's tongue and pulls opposing Pokémon toward the user. The cooldown is 7 seconds. At level 3, choose the other attack. At level 5, choose between either Shadow Ball or Sludge Bomb. Shadow Ball is a ranged attack that hurls a shadowy blob at the target, decreasing the movement speed and special defense of opposing Pokémon for a short time when it hits. Cooldown is 4.5 seconds. Sludge Bomb is an area attack that hurls unsanitary sludge to the designated area, leaving the opposing Pokémon poisoned when it hits. Cooldown 8 seconds. At level 7, choose between either Dream Eater or Hex. Dream Eater launches hypnotic waves. On hit with an enemy Pokémon, it causes them to fall asleep, and allows Gengar to use this move again to appear behind the Pokémon and attack. This attack restores HP and reduces the cooldown of a specific move. The cooldown for Dream Eater is 7 seconds. Hex is a dash attack that has the user disappear and then reappear at the designated location, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. If it hits an opposing Pokémon that is poisoned, it deals increased damage and its cooldown is reduced. Cooldown by default is 7.5 seconds. Gengar's Unite move is Phantom Ambush, a dash attack that has the user jump to the designated area and allows them to start sneaking with increased movement speed. If used again, it deals damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and decreases their movement speed for a short time. Next, let's talk about Sleepy Snorlax. Snorlax's basic attack is short-ranged. Snorlax's passive, Gluttony, increases the effects of berries that it consumes. At level 1, choose between either Tackle or Rest. Tackle is a dash attack that has the user charge forward belly first, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and decreasing their movement speed for a short time. Cooldown 6 seconds. Rest is a hindrance attack that has the user fall asleep on the spot and restores its HP. This attack blocks the movement of all Pokémon not on the user's team while this move is in effect. The cooldown is 10 seconds. At level 3, choose the other attack. At level 6, choose between either Heavy Slam or Flail. Heavy Slam is a dash attack that has the user slam their heavy body down, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and throwing them. It has a cooldown of 7 seconds. Flail is a hindrance move that has the user flail about, increasing the user's basic attack damage the lower the user's HP is. The cooldown is 6.5 seconds. At level 8, choose between either Block or Yawn. Block is a recovery move that has the user spread their arms wide to create a wall and grants them a shield. This prevents opposing Pokémon from passing through the wall and shoves opposing Pokémon that run into it. Block has a cooldown of 11 seconds. Yawn is a hindrance move that has the user let loose a huge yawn that lulls opposing Pokémon into a sleepy haze,
putting opposing Pokemon hit by this move to sleep. The cooldown of this move is 12 seconds. Snorlax's Unite move, Power Nap, is a buff. The user falls asleep and begins to snore, dealing damage over time to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect while restoring the user's HP. Invincibility is granted throughout the move's whole duration. Next up, let's talk Lucario. Lucario's basic attack is short-ranged, and its passive, Steadfast, gives it a shield and increased movement speed when its HP is low. At level 1, choose between either Quick Attack or Meteor Mash. Quick Attack is a dash attack that has the user lunge forward at a speed that makes them almost invisible, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon they come in contact with. Cooldown 6 seconds. Meteor Mash is a melee attack that blasts forward with a punch like a comet, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and shoving them. The cooldown is 7 seconds. At level 3, choose the attack you didn't choose before. At level 5, choose between either Extreme Speed or Power Up Punch. Extreme Speed is a dash attack. This allows the user to charge forward with breathtaking speed. If this move hits an opposing Pokemon that was already in the user's sight, its cooldown is reset. Power Up Punch is also a dash attack that allows Lucario to charge power before unleashing a powerful attack, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and shoving them when it hits. This also changes the user's next basic attack to be a boosted attack. At level 7, choose between either Bone Rush or Close Combat. Bone Rush is a melee attack that performs a combo attack with the bone, dealing multiple damaging blows to the opposing Pokemon and leaving them unable to act for a short time. The final attack sends the bone flying. If used again, the move has the user rush to the location of the bone. Cooldown 10 seconds. Close Combat unleashes a combo attack that deals multiple blows to an opposing Pokemon and shoving them back, knockback plus stun. Lucario's Unite move, Aura Cannon, is a ranged attack. Lucario will shoot out a large frontal aura sphere that damages all opponents who enter the line of fire. Next up, we have High Flyer Talonflame. Talonflame's basic attack range is short. Its passive, Gale Wing, gives the Pokemon increased movement speed when its HP is high. At level 1, choose between either Peck or Acrobatics. Peck is a damaging melee attack that has the user fly towards the opposing Pokemon and attack them 3 times. The cooldown is 5 seconds. Acrobatics is a damaging dash attack that has the user fly towards the designated area and attack multiple times. This allows the user to escape in a direction of their choice after using this move. Cooldown 7 seconds. At level 3, choose the other attack you did not choose. At level 5, choose between either Flame Charge or Aerial Ace. Flame Charge is an unstoppable damaging dash attack that flies in the designated direction cloaked in flame. This attacks opposing Pokemon in the user's path. This also increases the user's movement speed. Aerial Ace is an area damage dash attack that charges quickly towards a targeted Pokemon and increases the power of the next basic move. At level 7, choose between either Fly or Brave Bird. Fly is a dash attack. This allows the user to fly up into the sky. Using this move again will cause the user to dive to the designated area and attack. The cooldown is 11 seconds. Brave Bird is also a dash attack. Talonflame cloaks itself in flames and suddenly flies to the target area, doing AoE damage. After hitting the target area, the user suffers recoil damage and reduces the cooldown of basic moves for a certain time. The cooldown is 10 seconds. Talonflame's Unite move is Flame Sweep, a dash attack. This allows the user to perform an aerial somersault before charging forward, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in this move's path and shoving them.
Thanks for watching my video. I hope you're just as excited about Pokemon Unite as I am. I plan on creating a whole bunch more content around this game, so please do hit that like and subscribe button to show your support and so you don't miss out on any new videos. And if you'd like to hang out or chat with me about Pokemon or anything really, go ahead and stop on over to my Twitch channel and drop a follow there. Link is in the description below. Until next time, otsukare!